Hey y'all, it's your girl Nail by Millie. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did these Minnie Mouse nails for my Valentine's nails this year. And I'll also be doing a little Q&A while I do the application, as I haven't filmed a video in a minute, so I just want y'all to get to know me a little bit better. But for my own nails, I take out all the tips that match my fingers perfectly. And on this nail, I want it to be an ombre, so I took Sneaky Link by Nails by Dev and Love Struck glitter liner and layered those two on top of each other. This nail was going to be an ombre nail with some heart sequences or glitters, whatever you want to call it. So I took some rubber base and the glitters and laid them on top of that nail and wrapped it in that plastic and cured it, so the glitter was nice and smooth, so they were not sticking up at all. And then after that, I went into my application. For my application, I am using Mia Secret Clear along with Young Nails Monomer, and this nail brush is actually the nail brush that came in the Young Nails mystery box this year when it was around the holiday time. So I'm just going to encapsulate this ombre nail, or what is going to be an ombre nail. So it's just gel polish and the little hearts underneath it with the clear acrylic on top. And I did this for two nails, one side on each hand. So here I am doing the second nail now. And that heart was moving a little bit, so I just moved it back and continued to encapsulate it so that it was really laid flat on there. The other color I am using in this set is D&T Medium Pink, so I'm taking medium pink and putting it on all of the other nail tips besides the two that are my ombres. And if you guys don't have any D&T acrylics, I really suggest them. They're so cute. They have the cutest colors. They don't really have like a large selection of colors, but if you guys want me to post a video swatching the colors that I do have, let me know. And then for the ombre ones, I'm just taking a little bit of the medium pink and blending it a little bit, so when I glue it onto my nail, I have less work to do. And applying the acrylics to the tips really just helps me do my own nails way faster and easier. So now I'm pushing back my cuticles to expose all the new growth. So when I am removing the shine, I'm making sure I'm getting the full nail and there's not any part of the nail stuck up under the cuticle. So I'm going in with my small sanding band with a 240 sanding band. That's the grit of the sanding band. And I'm just removing the shine. If it looks like I'm using my drill weird, it's because I am, because I'm using it with my non-dominant hand, which is always a little bit tricky. But you know me, I'm always make it work. So we're just removing the shine before we glue on our tips. Then we're using the KDS nail glue to glue on our tips. And for dehydrator, I just mix alcohol and 100% acetone together, and I use that first on my natural nails. And then I'm going to go in with Young Nails Protein Bond and put a large amount, or not like a large amount, but a decent amount on there. And usually on my clients, the third step I will take is to use the No Lift Primer. But I just didn't feel like using that on myself for some reason, just because I really don't wear my nails that long because they start getting in the way. I really just wanted them cute for a little bit, you know. But we're gonna go in with the D&T Medium Pink again and start filling in our natural nail to the tip that we glued on. And while you guys watch me do this, we'll answer some questions. So the first question is, what is my name and where am I from? My name is Amelia, but a lot of my clients and friends call me Millie. And I actually got the name Millie from my boyfriend's family. They would call me Millie Rocker, and some of them would still call me that. And I grew up in Brooklyn Park, and I do nails in Brooklyn Center. So if you're in Brooklyn Park or in Minnesota, Brooklyn Center, anywhere around there, come see me, okay? I got y'all. The second question is, how did I get into doing nails? So when I was younger, whenever I'd go get my nails done, I would watch the people. Like, I wouldn't just be there sitting on my phone. I would literally watch exactly what they were doing to my nails, and it was so satisfying to me to watch. But when I went to college in 2018, 2019, I didn't have a car, and I would just be watching YouTube videos all day. So I didn't have a car to drive myself to the salon, and I would just be watching all sort of YouTube videos, and nail videos would pop up, and I would watch them, and I'd be like, this looks like something I could do. So when I was at the dorms, I ordered all the stuff to my dorm to start doing acrylics on myself, and I had the whole floor smelling like monomer. And a few times the RA on our floor even texted me. It was like, hey, people are complaining about the smell, like, can you like try to just be mindful of the people around you, you know? But yeah, then when I went home after I finished that semester of school, or that year of school, I just continued to do my own nails for like a whole year until I started taking other people as clients. So I was mainly doing my own nails when I first started. The third question is, did I go to nail school or am I self-taught? So I was self-taught at the beginning for like 2.5 years. So I started doing nails in 2019, and I went to nail school in 2021 in the summer, and I went to St. Paul College here in Minnesota. And when I went to nail school, I already knew everything as far as like the acrylic, the beads, you know, certain things like that. I was more so just learning the sanitation and the disinfecting and the anatomy of the nails is the stuff that I didn't know how to do. But at this point, I had already been running a business for maybe like a year out of my apartment when I went into nail school. The fourth question is, how long have I been a nail technician? So now I have been a nail technician for 6 years in total, and I have been licensed for 3 years now. I just renewed my license. In the state of Minnesota, your license expires at the last day of your birth month. So in July of 2024, I renewed my license for 3 more years. The fifth question is, what made me fall in love with doing nails? What made me fall in love with doing nails is just the freedom to literally do anything I can think of, anything I see, anything, and I can just slap it and put it right on my nail. That is the thing I love about doing nails, because whenever I used to go to the salon, I would show them a picture and they would just be like, we can't do that, we don't have that, and I would just be confused because like, you're the nail tech. But now I can literally just do anything I want on my own nails, and I also just love the way it makes my clients feel when I'm finished with their nails and they're just feeling themselves and they're just ready to conquer the world. I love that. But now I'm going in and filing my nails. I use a 80/80 file, and I'm just filing the free edges. And when I do my own nails, I like to hold the file still and move my finger because it's a little bit easier to do it that way when I'm trying to file with my non-dominant hand, if that makes sense. But I'm just filing the free edges, and then I'm gonna go in with my Pana 5-in-1 nail drill bit and just smooth all the lumps out, because there were a lot of lumps because I did this side with my non-dominant hand. So it's not like I can do it exactly the same as when I'm using my dominant hand, you know? But I feel like I have always been a really creative kid from the very beginning. So for me, it makes sense as to why I'm so skilled at doing nail art and nails in general, because yeah, I used to draw on my mama's walls, and I know she would be so mad. I'm telling you guys, like, anything in the house, if I was close enough to it, I'm drawing on it. And I don't know why I was like that. And I'm gonna get my karma one day when I have kids, because I know at least one of them is gonna be exactly like that. And I'm gonna just get my karma, and I'm gonna go talk to my mom and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for drawing all on your stuff when I was younger, because now my kid's doing it. But it just makes sense as to why I'm so creative and why I'm doing nails today, is because I've always been like that since I was a little kid. And then I'm going in with my little buffer to make sure all the scratches are smoothed out and the nails are nice and smooth. So there is my right hand and there is my left hand. And shout out to this nail tech. I was inspired by the gloves holding the hearts and then the Minnie Mouse. So the liner brush I'm using here is a Savvy Land 17mm nail art brush from Amazon. It comes in a pack of 6. And I like to use the 17mm one the most. The black color I'm using is Lights Out by Nails by Dev. This pink color is Speed Dial by D&D. And on top of Speed Dial, I put Sneaky Link by Nails by Dev to make it shiny and glittery. And the nude color for her face, I actually mixed together myself because I don't really have a color like that. So I just mixed like some white together with a orangish color and got that color. And when you're doing nail art, you just want to think of things as shapes. Like, okay, here's 2 half circles that are smaller, and then we're going to need a big circle to connect them. You don't want to think, oh, I'm drawing the face right now. No, you're drawing a half circle. You got to break it down into compartments and think of it in a smaller term instead of thinking it all together. Like, okay, I'm doing the gloves, so we need 3 dots, and then we're going to do a circle to connect them, you know? And practice makes perfect. I would say if you're struggling with nail art, you just have to keep on practicing. But please don't worry about nail art if you haven't mastered your application, your filing. You want the application and filing and all of that stuff to be perfect before you try and go do some crazy design that you saw on social media, if that makes any sense. If y'all want any tips or anything, or if there's any certain videos that you would like to see, let me know and I got y'all. And if you're wondering why you don't see me working on her heels, is because you'll see me at a later portion start filing off her heels and her dress how I was doing it, because I was trying to follow along with the picture because they had her shoes in it and her dress like that, but there just really wasn't enough room. I think I made her head too big, so that was just not fitting in there proportionally. It was just way off. Doing her little eyelashes was my favorite part because it turned out so cute. Then her lips. I tried doing her lips puckered and like she's blowing a kiss. It doesn't look bad here, but I filed it off because I did not like it when I was working on it. And I just love to put my mistakes in here because, you know, I make mistakes too. So I just made her lips more normal lip shaped, if that makes sense. And then I went in with black and put a decent amount of black in the middle of her 2 lips to make it look like her mouth was open, like she was blowing a kiss, instead of having her lips more as an oval how I had them before. And then here I am just adding some white highlights to make everything pop. And this white is White Out by Nails by Dev. And then here's what I'm talking about. Here I'm filing it off because I did not like it. One thing about me, if it's not fitting on the nail correctly and it looks like it's squished, I'm gonna file something off and I'm gonna make it look more proportionate. So now we will just make this whole thing her dress with the polka dots and the glitter. Y'all, I only put on these gloves because right here is getting mad itchy, so I'm just trying to like make sure I don't get nothing on my hand. But to be honest, if I did get something on my hand, it's just gonna seep through. But this is what we have so far, and let's get into it. I keep taking breaks because I have clients and stuff, but I really don't know what to do on this one, because if I just put gems up here, which I was gonna do, half the nails blank, so it's like, and on this one I think I want to spell Minnie out, but I feel like I always do lettering with the character. Okay, and before y'all try to comment and say that my skin being irritated right there is contact dermatitis, I just want y'all to know that my skin, even before I started doing nails, my skin was so sensitive, and I would get these white bumps on my nail or on my hands, on my fingers, that would just be itchy as fuck. And that's like the same thing that's happening right there. So I don't want y'all to be wishing contact dermatitis on me. Like, it really could be, but I just don't really think it is, because I've had what's happening on my hand right now, and I just need to go home and wash it, and it will be fine. It's not fun. Like I was saying in the clip before this, I had just done lettering on my pointer finger when I did my birthday nails that said Bratz, because I did Bratz nails, I don't know how to talk, for my birthday. So I was kind of hesitant to put the Minnie Mouse wording right here, just because I feel like I don't want every time I do my nails to look the same, even though like right now that's kind of what it's given. But I'm so glad I did it, because it turned out real cute. So I added a little bow on top of the eye, like how the picture was, and then I continued to add the white outline all around every single nail. But here I'm just adding the finished touches of the bow, and then I'll go in and outline every single nail with white around it to make it pop. And that is how it looked when it got done. On this nail, I'm going to do a heart rhinestone with 3 smaller rhinestones. On this nail, it was just 3 rhinestones of various size. On this pinky nail, we did a big white flower with a bunch of other little gold gems. And if you're wondering, my thumb looks exactly like my pinky, just the bling design is a little bit different. And my iPhone did get full of storage, so I couldn't record it, but after I put the top coat on, I put white hearts all on the white fringe of my pinky and my thumb, and then I sprinkled it on top with clear acrylic to do like the sweater nail design, but it was with hearts instead. And lastly, I did a 3D flower on my ring finger that had 7 petals total, but this is where my storage got full and cut off. So I did the big petal in the middle to be pointy, and then the rest were just rounded ones. And for this, I'm using the D&T Advanced White Acrylic Powder and a small brush. I'll have to look up where I got this brush from for y'all, but it's just like a 3D flower brush. And my storage, or my phone, is gonna cut off in a sec because of the storage. But if there's any videos you guys would like to see, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all so much.